All right, so next up in our list of game previews for rivalry week, we have Washington State versus Washington in the Apple Cup. First off, I'm going to give a little rundown of both these teams. Start with Washington State here. Really one of the more disappointing seasons in the country, to be honest with you. I mean, at one point, Washington State at the beginning of the year was like ranked in the top 10. After they had won their first however many, 4 games or whatever, they legit reached the top 10, I think. Uh, and then since then, they've just been on a complete free fall. I'm not sure exactly what has happened to them. When I was going through the stats, it looked like everybody's played. They still had Cam Ward, but they've lost 6 out of the last 7 games, which is hard to believe because basically when they got to the Pac-12, they've just been losing every game besides the last one, obviously, to Colorado. And in that time span, we've got losses to Arizona State, Stanford, and Cal. And those aren't strong teams by any means, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to believe that they reached the top 10, like I said, and then they just lost. Hard to believe. So these teams have kind of had polar opposite years. Washington obviously still controls their own destiny when it comes to college football playoff, win out and you're in. And yeah, these teams just are not on the same level as of right now, I don't think. Now, it is a rivalry game. It's rivalry week, so you kind of throw records out the table when that happens, because you never know what's going to go down in rivalry games. But Washington State can score. They have Cam Ward, but they just have struggled in these games. You know what I'm saying? Like they scored 7 points against Stanford looking at their most recent games. They kind of played with Oregon a little bit, but yeah, just overall not pretty. And then in comparison, you got Washington just running through teams. Now they have struggled a little bit recently as far as barely winning games, but they are winning games. So that stands for something. Getting the dub is the ultimate goal, no matter how, or how you do it, just as long as you win. And this could be competitive since it's a rivalry game. It might be a little closer at first than expected. I think Washington State can play with them because they're obviously capable of, like I said, reaching the top 10. So they're capable of playing with anybody. But I don't see that happening. Probably going to be similar to last year where Washington won by, I think, about 20. It looks like the spread is Washington minus 13.5. Give me that. Give me the over on that. I would say Washington's going to probably win by 20 plus again. They look like they're, on route to potentially make the college football playoff. Now, Washington State obviously has something to say about that. And this game could be close because Washington has played a lot of close games lately. So it could be possible. Arizona State and Stanford held them, to within 10 points. So it could be close. We'll see. Hopefully it's a close game because I don't really have any ties to either one of these teams. So I'm all for it being close. But yeah, I'm going to take Washington by probably 20 plus. Actually, let's go 15 plus just to be safe. But join me down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this game. Comment down below, like this video, and subscribe.